Hi everyone, welcome back to Medicine for the Soul. I'm Erin and I am teaching this 30-minute beginner level fitness class. All you need is yourself, your mat, and some lightweight dumbbells. This will be full body. We'll have plenty of modifications available throughout class, and you're going to finish feeling super strong and energized. Meet me on your mat and we'll get started. All right, come onto your mat, wide parallel position. We're going to start warming up together. We're going to reach that right arm and swing it to the back here, really opening up in the shoulder and the chest. Let's reverse up and forward. Good, 2 more. And let's switch to the left, big circle up and to the back. Good, try and get through any areas of stiffness or tightness. Good, and shake it out, shake it out. Awesome job. Let's twist it out. We're going to come into our center to do this. We exhale as we reach that right arm across the body and switch. Really wrap those abs around your spine. It's okay to take a little press and lift one heel as you do this. Just make sure that rotation really comes from your center. Big inhales and exhales. Good. We're picking up the pace for 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Back to center. Let's reach up and over with that right arm, coming into a side body stretch. Press up and over with that left arm. Really transfer your weight here and keep those ribs closed. One more time. Awesome job. Press up and then bring your heels in, toes out. So we're coming into a position that's a little bit wider than hips width distance. We're going to send our seat down and back, lifting through the abdominals, coming into a squat. And then we'll press all the way up, lengthening our legs and squeezing our glutes. Turning side. We take a full deep squat and we press up, lengthening and squeezing. Full deep squat. And lengthen and squeeze. We're getting the hips open here and getting the thighs turned on and warmed up. Really try to wrap those abs around your spine. I'm like a broken record when it comes to abdominal engagement, but it helps us to do our exercises more efficiently and safely so that we don't get low back pain. Good. 4 more here. Good. Pressing with those arms by your side, keeping the chest relaxed, chin lifted. We're tall and proud. One more time. Good. And press. Awesome job. Bring your legs to parallel. And let's take a big reach up towards the sky. Exhale, folding over your legs. Relax your head, neck, shoulders. And then let's pedal it out right and left, just bending one knee at a time. A little shift in those hips. And it's okay if your hands don't touch the ground here. You can keep both legs bent, but we do want to feel a little bit of a hamstring stretch all the way up into the glutes. Now from here, let's start to walk our feet back and we'll come into a downward dog. We want to press through both hands, lengthening our arms and really reaching through our sits bones up towards the ceiling. So we want to have a long spine, and then we send energy down through our heels to lengthen the backs of our legs. From here, let's press our right foot closer to our center line, and we're going to gently bend the left knee to float that left foot off the ground. We'll exhale and pull that left knee forward to step that left foot down in between both hands. Let's bend the back knee. Good. Squeeze that glute. Lift through your center to press up. Shoulders down. And then if you feel comfortable, you can reach those arms overhead. And then take a little opening of the chest, bringing those elbows nice and wide. And then releasing those hands back down towards the ground. Let's tuck our toes, lengthen that back leg. And then I want you to think about sending energy forward and back here. So we're not bouncing up and down. We're reaching energy out the crown of the head and then pushing through the back foot. We're rocking through the metatarsals, reaching back through the heel. So we feel that mobility in our ankle really increasing here. Just press for 4, shifting forward and back for 3 and 2, and 1. Good. From here, gently lower that back knee. We're going to wrap that left leg so that both knees are on the ground, and then we're going to inhale to open our chest. Take a little arch in the spine. Exhale to scoop your belly round your spine. Let's do that again. Big inhale. This is called cat-cow. Exhale, pressing into your cat shape. Good. Take a quick child's pose, reaching your seat to your heels. Lengthening your arms long in front of you, pressing down through those palms. And then from here, we'll tuck our toes and come into that downward dog. Bringing your left foot closer to your midline, we'll gently bend the right leg, float the right foot off the ground. Yes, you should feel a deep stretch in the back of the left leg. You're not crazy if you feel that. And then shifting forward, pull that right knee into your chest, and then gently step that right foot down. We'll lower the back knee, squeezing the glute, lifting through our center. We'll press our hands up to our thigh. Big inhale here. Good. And then if you feel ready, you can reach those arms overhead. Keep your center nice and lifted. Energy out through those fingertips, and then maybe a little wide opening of the chest. Good. Bring those hands back down towards the ground. Let's tuck our left toes, lengthen our leg. Keeping this knee stacked, we then shift our energy forward and back. So we want to lift through our belly and then reach out the crown of our head and out through our heel. So we're shifting our weight. Should feel good, or maybe unusual if you haven't worked through your feet in a while, but it should feel good to kind of massage through the bottom of the foot, spread those toes, get that articulation going for 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Good. Gently lower your back knee, wrapping that right foot behind you. We bring both knees down, and again, let's inhale to arch our spine, open our chest. Exhale to scoop your belly and round your spine. Doing that one more time. Inhale to arch and open, and exhale to scoop your belly and round your spine. We return to our neutral spine, which means abdominals lifted with a nice flat back. And then we'll turn our fingers around to give our wrists and forearms a stretch. Maybe turn the back of your wrist down towards the mat, to the ground. Really give your wrists and your forearms a little bit of love. And if you're on your computer all day, this might feel like an intense stretch. So just breathe into it. Good. Now from here, we're going to think about tucking the toes in our left leg and then lengthening that left leg behind us. We again shift our weight forward and back here, really reaching in opposite directions. And then I want you to keep your weight forward. So notice the shift in our energy forward, engaging that stabilizing leg, lifting through our abdominals. We're going to start to reach out through that back left leg. And again, protect the spine. Try not to arch the back here. We lengthen to lift and then tap it down. Lengthen, lift, and tap it down. This is not supposed to be about the spine. It's about activating the glute, hamstring, and the left leg. Your arms may start to feel tired as well. That's okay. We just have 4 more. So keep those strong arms. Keep your shoulders stacked over your wrists. Keep your focus down and out so you have a long line of energy. We just have 2 more, reaching that leg and floating it up a few inches. And one more time, we lift as we lengthen. Good. Bring that left leg in. Reach your arms long. Take a little child's pose. And let's press back up to all fours. I'm going to turn to face the other way. So we engage our stabilizing left leg, and this time we reach our right leg long. We shift our weight forward and back here. Really tapping into our neutral spine by lifting those abdominals. And then keep your weight more towards your hands. So again, you can press back and then press forward, and that's where we want to hold. Let's keep breathing here. Keep lifting. We have a lot of themes. We breathe. We lift through our center. We press into those arms. We're pushing ourselves away from the ground as we lengthen and lift that back leg. We tap it down. Lengthen to lift. Tap it down. Try to keep your spine just how it is. Try not to arch the back, keeping shoulders and hips square. Feeling that right glute hamstring turning on as we lift. We just have 4 more here. Allow yourself to feel that effort. Keep that breath going for 3. And I challenge you to not look down and back. Keep looking towards the edge of your mat. Last one. Tap it down, pull that right knee down and in towards your center, and take a child's pose. Really awesome job here. All right, we're gonna come onto our seat. And we're gonna bring our feet flat. We're gonna move through a bridge series. Let's move these dumbbells out of the way. We don't need them just yet. So arms by your side, feet are flat, toes pointing forward in parallel. We want to find that connection between our abs and our spine here. So we start scooping from our lower belly to peel our tailbone off the mat. We press into our feet and we feel the hamstrings and the glutes turning on. And then we slowly keep scooping, keep pressing, and we send our hips up. Now, we don't want to press too high up. Once we're here, kind of arching the back, puffing the chest out, and using the quads. We don't want to press that high. We want to pause right about at the midway point where you feel the glutes and hamstrings, you feel those abdominals protecting the back, and we can still keep the chest relaxed and the ribs closed. Roll down through that spine to release. Take an inhale. Exhale to scoop the belly, press into those feet, and roll up through the spine to come into that bridge. Exhale, rolling down. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, scoop the belly, roll up through that spine, press into your feet, take your bridge, and roll back down. Good. One more time, really articulating through the spine, turning on those muscles. Once you're there, let's hold. Let's try and reach that right arm off the ground. Take an inhale, reaching that arm overhead. Exhale, back towards your chest. And press that arm by your side. We switch. Inhale, left arm extends. Keep dropping those shoulders. Back over your chest. Press that arm down by your side and let's roll all the way down. Good work. Bring those knees into your chest. Give yourself a little hug and a little rock side to side. Massaging your back on the mat. We'll pause with our legs dropping over to the right. Reach your left arm long and take a little twist. Option to traction that top thigh by pulling that leg gently across your midline. And then maybe looking over that left shoulder here for a deeper twist. Come back through center and gently draw those legs over towards the left. Reaching that right arm long. Breathe here. And come back to center. Give yourself a little rock and a little roll. We're going to be back on our hands and knees. And I just want to activate our upper body a little bit more here. So let's think about wrapping those elbows nice and tight in this neutral spine with our abs lifted. Then we're going to dip our forearms down towards the ground. The key here is not to let the elbows come out wide and not to arch the back or round the shoulders. So keep pressing, keep that neutral spine, wrap the elbows down in parallel and press up nice and strong. So we should start to feel that stabilization in our shoulders. We feel the triceps working and we're lifting through our center. Good. Allow that weight to shift down and back and allow yourself to just press up as one unit. So no articulation in the spine for this one. Lots of upper body strength. Feel those deep core muscles engaging as it gets a little bit harder. We have 4 more. We press together. And 3. Good. And 2. And 1. Press up. And then take another child's pose, reaching those arms long. Just relax your forehead on the mat. Good. And then we'll tuck our toes. Again, come into downward dog. Hips are high. And then start to walk those feet forward towards your hands. Relax those legs. Maybe give yourself a little bounce here, releasing your spine. And then let's stretch our legs. And let's clasp our palms together behind our back to open up our shoulders and our chest. Good. Releasing those arms. And then scooping your belly. Relaxing that upper body as you roll all the way up to stand. All right, I just got a little tingled in my cord. We should feel pretty warm. Lots of blood flowing, lots of activity in our glutes, our abdominals. Now we have the shoulders and triceps turned on. Let's grab our weights, shall we? We're going to come back into that sumo squat or externally rotated squat that we did in the very beginning. So from the tops of the legs, find that external rotation. You don't have to force anything. It should feel pretty natural. Heels in, toes out. And then let's bring our weights to our chest. With this added weight at our chest, we need to work even harder in our center to activate our abdominals here. So let's send our seat down and back, lifting through your abs, and press all the way up, squeezing those glutes. We squat and press. Good. I'm going to turn sides. So again, you can check in with my form and make sure that yours matches here. So lifting those abs, sending your seat down and back, extending energy out the crown of your head. Try to keep those shoulders down, elbows a little bit wider, and then allow these legs to work. Let's press here for 4 and 3. Good. 2. Last time here. Squat and press, squeezing at the top. Take a big inhale. 1 big push. We're going to come in our squat. We're going to hold. I want you to move down an inch and up an inch. Imagine you're pushing your mat apart with both feet so that legs are really charged up. Good. We are protecting that low back. No arch in the spine. Allow your focus to be down and out. We just pulse right here for 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Press all the way up. Woo. Rotate to parallel. Good. Walk those feet in. Shake them out. Awesome, awesome job. Okay. Last week, if you were with me, we did our last session, we did our bicep curls. Right now, we're going to do a different form of bicep activation. We're going to bring those arms out in front of us like a serving tray. So palms face up, and then we pull those elbows in tight. We reach out and pull back in nice and tight. Keeping our abdominals strong, staying grounded in those legs. Reach out, pull in. Reach out, pull in. Good. So it's a little scooping action. So it's a little lift as we reach out. Try to keep your torso nice and stable. And I'm telling you, grounding into those legs, bending your knees will help here. Let's take 4 more, pressing out. 4. Feel those biceps. 3. And 2. And 1. Bring it in. Reach those arms long. And lengthen your legs. Take a sigh of relief. You did great. Nice, nice work. Let's come down towards the mat. We only need 1 weight for this. Now, we're going to come onto all 4s. On our knees, abdominals lifted, neutral spine like we've been practicing. We are engaging those inner thighs and we are engaging the stabilizing arms. We want to keep this shoulder stacked over our wrist. We're going to exhale, pull that left elbow nice and tight and press back into that tricep here. So we have to work really hard to stay square. We want our shoulders and hips pointing down. We don't want to lock that stabilizing arm, so try not to lock the elbow. Keep a slight bend. Allow that arm to feel effort. Allow your obliques to fire and press into this left tricep right here for 4. Pressing 3, 2, 1, and bring it down. relax. Whew. Good. So that's a pretty full body tricep series. Give your arms a little moment. Take a big inhale. And exhale, press yourself back up. Let's get that other side going. So we stack our left shoulder over left wrist. Again, abdominals lifted nice and strong. We pull that elbow in tight on the right, and then we press back into that tricep. If you find your weight shifting back this way, I want you to pull yourself forward. Keep that left shoulder over left wrist. Keep those shoulders and hips square. Again, allow those abdominals to help support you, and wrapping that right arm nice and tight. We have 4, pressing 3, and 2, and 1. Good work. Set that weight down and take another child's pose. Press your seat back, reach your arms long. Awesome, awesome job. Let's come on to our back. We're going to grab those weights and we're going to revisit those bridge presses that we did a little while ago. So feet flat. This time, if you feel ready, you can bring those dumbbells into your hands and then bring your weights to the tops of your thighs. If you don't feel ready for this, just stick with the original version with your arms by your side so you have a little bit more support and a little bit less weight. All right, so knees are stacked over ankles. We drop our shoulders, close our ribs, and then exhale, scoop those lower abs. Peel your tailbone off the mat. Start pressing into both feet, rolling up through the spine, coming into your bridge. As a reminder, we want to relax the chest, engage the abdominals, so really support your back here, and feel the posterior chain or the back sides of your legs, hamstrings and glutes really firing. We roll down through our spine and inhale to lengthen and release. Exhale to scoop your belly, peel your tailbone off the mat, pressing into a bridge. Relax the chest, engage those abs, roll back down through your spine. Exhale, scoop the belly, press into those feet, drive your hips up, and roll back down through the spine. Peeling that tailbone, articulating through your vertebrae, and stacking to squeeze at the top, roll back down. Enough talking out of me. Let's do 4 more together. You dial into your body, you focus and breathe. And 3. Rolling down. 2 more. Squeezing those glutes all the way at the top. And 1 more. Exhale, scoop your belly. Now let's hold here. Let's hold. If you feel any pressure in your knees, make sure that you have enough space between your heels and your sits bones. Yeah? From here, we're going to squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Wrap those abs. Relax your chest. Let those weights make contact with your thighs right here for 4. Squeezing those glutes. 2 and 1. Roll down through your spine. Good. Bring those arms or bring your weights down by your side. Relax your arms. And let's just give our legs a little kicking action here. So just bending and stretching through the legs. Really reaching your heels up towards the sky. Good. And then I want you to bring your feet flat. All about the abs here. We're going to grab 1 weight option to hold a weight. The weight is totally optional here. You can just use your body weight if you'd like. Good. We're going to reach that weight overhead. Feet are flat. Close those ribs. Don't dump your arms down behind you, right? We want to reach only until the point where we feel we can still maintain this connection in our center. We don't want to put any pressure in the shoulders. So we reach, but we don't drop down. Then we start to exhale. Press your rib cage down. Scoop your belly. Start lifting your shoulders, your head, your neck off the mat. And then option to pull those knees into your chest and lift your tailbone just an inch. Your feet come back down. They make contact. We inhale. Arms overhead, ribs close, shoulders down. Exhale, scooping your belly, peeling yourself off the mat, hugging your knees into your chest, lifting your tailbone just an inch. Feet down. Inhale to lengthen and lower. Go slow. Exhale, scooping your belly. Float the head, neck. Really try to relax the neck. Allow your abs to do the work here. Good. We have 3 down, just 2 more. Exhale, scoop. Reaching through your arms, pulling your knees in. Feeling those lower abdominals activate in that moment where you hug your knees in and you lift your seat. Last time here. Lower your feet down. Release your head, neck, shoulders, and set that weight down off to the side. Really, really nice job. I want you to reach your arms overhead, reach your legs long, give yourself a little stretch. You can wiggle side to side. You can flare those ribs and kind of arch your back, wiggle it out. Now let's draw our abs back down to our spine. Good. Reaching your right arm overhead and switch. Good. Just extending through those arms. 2 more. And then give yourself a hug, wrapping that right arm on top. Squeezing those elbows and drawing those elbows further from your chest. Let's switch. Crossing left arm on top. Give yourself a hug. Press those elbows together. And release. Good. Let's press onto our side. Bring ourselves up to seated. And then I want you to keep this right leg wrapping in front, left leg wrapping behind. We're going to bring our hands down towards the ground, and then we're going to rotate over that right shoulder and just bow our chest down towards the ground. Reach your forehead for a thoracic twist and a little bit of a stretch through the obliques. We'll turn to the other side here. So I'm going to face back. You have right leg wrapping behind you, left leg forward. We bring our hands down towards the ground, twisting through our spine, and bow your chest, your forehead down towards the ground. Pressing up, feet flat. Just bring your hands behind you, fingers pointing in towards your body. We'll press into our feet and start scooping that belly, shoulders down, triceps activated, just giving ourselves a little reverse bridge moment here. And then bend your arms to lower your seat. Good, and let's make a small ball. Just rounding our spine, tucking chin to chest, rocking forward and back, giving your Achilles and your feet a little stretch here. And taking one more forward fold together, lengthening through the backs of the legs, releasing your upper body and scooping your belly to roll all the way up to stand. Let's take one big breath together. Big inhale, reaching up. Exhale, relax those arms. Shake out those legs. All right. We are all done for today. Really strong work. You should be proud of yourselves. Hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time.